He's an 8-time Louisiana Association of Broadcasters Award winner. And he snapped a ball through his legs.
Wait, why does your name get to go first?
Shut up.
This is Scone T.
Because they made us.
All
right, welcome in. Another edition of Scone T.
What up? What up?
I'm Scone. He's T, which stands for tons of fun.
Can I get my...
Which stands for terribly late, always.
That's like legitimately
which
not even true.
Which stands for tumultuous...
Tectonic. Because I got power in my takes. They call them earth takes.
Tumultuous takes.
Call me earth takes.
I don't get it.
Tectonic Bob. That's what the T stands for.
I don't get it.
Because my takes are so massively impactful that they register on the Richter scale. My takes are like Eddie Fuller in 88 or Garth Brooks in 22.
Well, we're here.
We're back.
Excited for Scone and T tonight.
I haven't even gotten to watch Mando yet. Shit!
The break-even pour is the Rye 3 whiskey. Cask strength toasted barrel. Can't wait to get this. Is going to be 121.4 proof. I cannot wait to get into this.
Damn,
man. If you love a rye whiskey, I have not had this before, but I love a toasted barrel. I love a cask strength. I love a rye. It's got all the ingredients. I hope it doesn't disappoint. So thank you for being here with us. A lot going on. We are here on the eve of LSU-Tennessee, a massively anticipated baseball series. Tomorrow also, LSU football's back on the practice field for fall camp. We're at Pro Day today, inching closer to the well, there's not much time. Inching closer to the NFL Draft, which is fun. Multi-mania. We got the ladies in the women's Final Four coming up on Friday. Huge weekend, man.
Here's hoping we have a weekend like last weekend. I mean, literally everybody won last weekend.
Yeah.
Baseball got the series. Softball got the series. England, Lindblad won the Clemson Invitational. David Toms won on the PGA Senior Tour.
Yes.
Sammy Burns. Who else? Sam Burns won. I mentioned, the Pelicans won all last weekend.
And then the
LSU women went to the Final Four.
That was a horrendous game, though, bro. Did you watch it?
I watched the fourth quarter.
But even Kim Mulkey was like, yeah, I'd have turned it off.
Wait. You're talking about the LSU game. Yeah. I was at the, we were doing the Dreams Come True.
Man.
We were doing the auction for Dreams Come True at the time the game was going on, so it was like the whole room was locked in. I mean, whatever, man. Get it how you can.
No doubt. But like
two of these three games, I think they've shot in the 30s, both teams.
It was like 24-17 with 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, bro. They combined 1 of 27 from 3. I mean,
it was so bad.
Caitlin Clark scored 1 less point than the entire team of not Utah. Why am I fucking up? Who they just beat? Miami. Caitlin Clark scored 1 less point than Miami did as a team.
That's awesome.
She dropped 41 to their 42.
That's awesome.
Hey, the ratings were huge, though, for the women's tournament.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't see them.
I want to say that it was like an average of like 1.4 million or something. It was big time. There was some game. I feel like I read. I should double check this before I say it. I'll say this. Somebody told us in chat this morning. I did not check the veracity of this. That one of the games.
What margarita?
Galactic.
What is it? Galactic
and
margarita.
Look, I got my Mandalorian shoes on. See, that's Grogu right there, dude. That's Baby Yoda.
I thought that was the blue guy from Sesame Street.
No, that's Star Wars right there. I got my Star Wars shirt on. It's Mandalorian Day. I haven't gotten to watch it.
Grover.
No, yeah, you're thinking Grover.
Grover.
Yeah.
My bad.
Shit, what were we talking about again?
The women's game?
Oh, whatever. I heard that one of the women's game did better ratings than any ESPN NBA game this year, which I don't know the veracity of that.
Veracity. That's the second time you've said veracity since we've been sitting here. Is that like your word of the day?
No. This is the only 2 times I've used it today. It just popped into my head.
Okay. All right, you want to talk LSU baseball?
I do, but I have not done I have not done my research into Tennessee yet. I haven't done my statistical overpass, so my Tennessee knowledge is still very surface level. And then I know that they got swept by Mizzou weekend number 1, and then they came out here and who did they sweep this last weekend?
Texas A&M.
Yes, A&M. That's right.
Yes.
At Lindsey Nelson, right? It wasn't in College Station.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow, though. We owe Tennessee.
I'm really looking forward to this weekend for a lot of reasons. If you're Jay Johnson, I can understand downplaying because it's just one series out of 10. So it's going to be 3 games out of 30, right? You've got win or lose this series. What you do the rest of the way will either validate or invalidate it, right? If you win this series but you gag away a series against Mississippi State later, then it essentially cancels out, right? If you lose this series but you win every series the rest of the way, you're still fine. So I try not to overstate the importance of it, but it is just a fun weekend, man. We're going to get to see tomorrow on Thursday, depending on when you're listening or watching. We're going to get to see
Two of the best.
I think a pitching matchup that we haven't seen this quality of a starting matchup, or at least this excitement around a starting matchup since the Super Regional in 2013. It was Aaron Nola against Jonathan Gray. It was 2 guys that everyone knew were going to go top 10.
I remember that.
It was LSU, Oklahoma in the Supers that year, and the game.
Who did he end up throwing against from UCLA that year? Wasn't it a long-time pro?
No.
Was it, what's his name? The asshole that got suspended?
No, that was Trevor Bauer. It was weird because that 2013 UCLA team, the pitcher was his name was Berg.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't matter. I thought he threw against one of the famous guys.
That was 2010. So LSU lost in the regionals in LA that year in 2010. That was the year where they had Trevor Bauer. That was Renato's last year, the year after LSU won the national championship.
Well, whatever. I do remember the Gray Nola matchup.
The Gray Nola matchup was awesome, and there's been some great ones, man. 2010. We saw Renato against Drew Pomeranz from Ole Miss, and that game didn't really live up to it. It was a weather-delayed series, and so they ended up pitching on a Saturday morning, and neither guy made it out of the third. It was weird. And then we've seen some other ones that were great, and as careers went on, they proved to be great. Lang against Faedo in 2017 was a 1-0 game. I mean, so we've seen some great ones. Just when you last this long in the SEC, you're going to see some awesome arms come through and some great matchups. But to have this type of pre-game, pre-series anticipation with Skeens and Dolander is awesome because, I'll tell you, I think I said this on AFR last week, but I try to talk to scouts. It's just helpful to get perspective on things, especially when you're talking about Dylan Cruz and Paul Skeens and and guys that are going to be top of the draft. And the feeling is that Washington, so Pittsburgh picks first and Washington picks second, and this scout was telling me that Washington is hoping that Dylan Cruz goes first to Pittsburgh
because they want Skeens.
Because they believe Skeens today is a front of the rotation arm. They believe Skeens today would be their number 1, and you'd get him for 6 years on a rookie deal, right? Arbitration and all that sort of shit. So you would affordably get a front of the rotation guy for 6 years.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you could either trade him for assets or let someone else pay him or whatever the case may be. But it's pretty incredible. When you think about it, Skeens drawing comps to guys like Steven Strasburg, who was so dominant when he was at San Diego State.
I mean, he leads the country in it's Ks, whip. Is he first in opponent batting average?
I don't know in the country. I don't know if he is in the country.
In the country, he's definitely first. I think he's second in the ERA. He's definitely first in strikeouts. He's first in wins. He's first in whip. And then there's one other, I can't remember. There's one other stat that he's first in. It's just unreal what he's been doing. Yeah, okay, look, second in the ERA right there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Skeen's been fucking incredible. Is the overall point.
Awesome.
He's awesome. So what I'm seeing, though, Matt, when I do my statistical overlay, my kind of pass over the SC leaders. I don't see Dolander.
He's not.
And then I know they lost week 1, the night that he started, like 9-1 or something. So has he not been as dominant as we all believe him to be?
He hasn't been to start the season. He's still incredible. The stuff is great, but it hasn't been as overwhelming of a result as it was a year ago. Obviously, I mean they won 25. Was 25 league? They were 25-5 in the league a year ago.
Something like that.
I mean, they've already lost 6 games this year. They're 20-6. They didn't lose last year until.
Yeah, Chase Dolander 3.93 ERA right now, 4-2 record. So already been beat twice. Now still has some nasty stuff. 34 innings pitched. He's got 53 Ks and only 8 walks. What the fuck's gone so wrong? I guess people are just touching him up a little bit. People are batting 228 against him. It's not. I don't know. He's given the most hits on the out of the 3 starters, despite the fact they've all thrown similar innings.
So, Burns is great as well. I mean, they got the whole rotation back from a year ago.
Which is weird because Burns has a 4.15 ERA this year. But yeah, I mean, I know they're still first overall in team ERA.
They don't have Ben Joyce, who is the guy out of the bullpen last year through 104. Obviously, he went pro, but their rotation's back.
They have Zach Joyce.
That's his brother.
Yeah.
That's an interesting story. I think Ben was injured and left and had this circuitous route back to Tennessee, and he was pitching with his brother. And I mean, obviously, he was throwing 104 last year. But it's weird because they lost some of their pop from a year ago, and they lost obviously Joyce, but they're still a great team. They still got a great rotation, and they're obviously very capable. I think the thing that made them look very beatable was getting swept by Missouri. I mean, literally was them getting beat. And look, baseball is a weird game. I mean, you wake up, you just say, you can be Dolander and you could be a guy that's got the stuff worthy of being the number 1 overall pick in the draft, like a 1-1 guy. But on a given day, bro, you wake up and you got diarrhea or something, you don't throw well, or for whatever reason
you got to take on Tommy Tanks and Dylan fucking Cruz. Let's be painfully clear about this, Matt. We owe these motherfuckers, okay?
Let's go. Get it.
Football.
This is what I want to hear.
Beat our dicks in. Baseball Super Regional a couple years ago. Beat our dicks in.
SEC tournament last year.
Beat our dicks in.
They didn't really. I mean,
basketball. Beat our fucking dicks in.
Yep.
The point is, even though you all, if you're an LSU fan, listen, you probably walk around, you probably think you're better than Tennessee.
Yep.
You probably think you're above them. Well, guess what? You're fucking not.
What?
You did have a better record in basketball. You did have a better record in football. You did have a better record in baseball.
Oh.
It's time to change the narrative,
We beat their dicks in women's basketball,
We did beat, but that's everybody. We beat everybody's dicks in women's basketball. So, hell yeah, that's fair. You kind of stepped all over the thing I was doing. But, yes, fuck yeah, technically true. Way to go, Kim Mulkey and company. They did get us in the SC tournament, so you kind of doubly fucked up.
Then they beat our dicks in
They did eliminate us and cause us to be the 3 seed. But whatever, look, fuck this shit is what I'm saying right here, okay? Because this is a different LSU team than what LSU had to bring into Lindsey Nelson a couple of years ago at the end of Paul's run, and you're trying to piece it together however you can. You're desperately out of arms. You're trying to squeeze the blood from the stones. Well, it ain't like that anymore. You're first in everything. You got the best player in the country in the field in Dylan Cruz. You got the best pitcher in the country on the mound in Paul Skeets. And you got Tommy fucking Tanks, the most intimidating hitter I've ever seen. He's like a bad guy from a 1980s baseball movie. Put some fucking chew in that man's cheek and let him roll. Excuse me. You know what? Like
an 18-wheeler.
All I can think is
NATO.
Rookie of the Year
Cato.
You know when you grind the bat and the sawdust is coming off? Yeah, that's fucking Tommy Tanks.
That was the guy's name, Hato.
Right
remember?
There.
Oh no, it's Hato from the Mets. And he's he obviously has sawdust in his hand that he's just dropping, but as he's doing that, it makes you think. I got the reference.
I got it. I got the reference. I did not know that was his name. The point is,
oh no,
fuck
it's Hato.
Tennessee, okay? Fuck Tennessee. Fuck Tony Vitello. Fuck Josh Heupel. I kind of like Hendon Hooker. Fuck that football stadium. Fuck Lindsey Nelson. It's time for Tennessee to get their fucking ass kicked. In the same way that you beat Arkansas's ass for the first time since 2018, you're about to get it done on the Volunteers this weekend. And emphasis on the tears, because they're going to be fucking crying when Jay Johnson and the boys are done with it.
Are you going to do another video on...
we'll see, won't we?
Whenever you talk like a Southern guy.
We'll see.
And you're like,
won't we? Well.
Look
at this sorry sack of shit right here. Oh, what's
the best
that?
part
You look
about
a little red-eyed. You've been crying, you nasty little bitch.
You know the best part about that is I remember after you posted that, then you and I were talking, and I was like, yeah, man, they're going to kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You're like, oh, really? Like, it's going to... I was like,
no,
yeah,
I knew they were, dude. They were awesome. They were way better than us. But fuck it, dude.
No, 2 years ago. No, 2 years ago. I'm not talking about last year. I mean, 2 years ago. The Super Regional. That's when all
No,
of
I know. They were way better than us.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think I made that video? No. I made that video because fuck Tennessee. I memed on them all week. Fuck Tennessee, dude. They're getting all fat and cocky. They think they're so tight now. Fuck them. They need to go back to sucking like they've been doing the past 15 years. Why has Alabama's life been so easy in the SEC? Because Tennessee couldn't get their fucking head out of their ass.
Yeah, it's true.
Jeremy Pruitt, Butch Jones. Get the fuck out of here. And now they like baseball all of a sudden? Please. The nouveau riche. Okay, we're old fucking money, and we don't like new guys. Get the fuck out of here.
But we're kind of the new guys like 10 years ago.
What?
You know what I mean? Like in football anyway.
Who?
Us.
No, I'm talking about baseball.
Yeah,
you got to keep up. You got to keep up.
In baseball, that's true. Yeah. But they were good.
Tennessee loves football.
They had Todd Helton. They had some guys back in the day. They went to the.
They had one previous time, right, where they went to Omaha.
It was like 95.
Yeah.
Todd Helton.
Shut the fuck up, okay? Because it's time for them to going back to
Chris
sucking
Burke.
like they have
Chris Burke
for 20
was really
years.
Good.
Chris Burke's hyper-angular jawline is easily the most impressive thing Tennessee has ever produced.
Oh,
fuck Peyton Manning, okay?
Wow.
How about you go to fucking LSU, dude? LSU royalty and all your fucking family goes to Texas and Ole Miss and Tennessee. Fuck out of here with that shit. Put it on for the boot. That's what I did growing up in Georgia. Like a fucking man, surrounded by Bulldog and Volunteer losers. And that's exactly what Tennessee's going to be this weekend.
So why didn't you go to Georgia?
Because fuck him. Because I like LSU.
But you grew up there.
Yeah, but my grandpa raised me an LSU fan because he's smart.
So do we realize it's basically the same thing for the Mannings? Who the fuck cares that they grew up here?
What?
They have no allegiance whatsoever to LSU.
If I was a Georgia fan, I'd say fuck me. And so I'm not, though. I'm an LSU fan, so I say fuck them. It ain't that hard to figure out.
As long as we're equal opportunity fuckers here.
About?
Like, I've never understood the hate for the Mannings. Like, it is always perplexed me because they have literally no affiliation whatsoever. Like, Archie
There's one flagship in the state, bud.
Mississippi. Like,
there's one flagship in the state, bud.
Like, he's got. I mean, can you imagine?
One flagship in the state. Where was their Empire Belt? And I love everything they do with the Manning camp in Thibodeau. Shout out. Texas was a step too far. Get the fuck out of here. This weekend, it's fuck Tennessee, fuck the Mannings, fuck Tony Vitello.
Why fuck the Mannings? Because Peyton played there 25 years ago?
Fuck T. Martin.
Okay.
It's
Robert Nalen?
Yeah. Fuck Robert Nalen for sure. Fuck Lindsey Nelson.
Okay.
Fuck Pat Summit. That's how it is this week. Yeah, even like that.
Wow.
Even like that.
Well, you know what? I'll say this. I mean, General Nalen was like a World War II general, and you just fucked him.
Damn, that's kind of fucked.
You just
fuck him. No, fuck him. That's not fucked.
World War II.
Well. Think you're so tight fighting in the Great War.
Philip
freedom
Fulmer?
around the world.
Phil Fulmer?
Absolutely fuck Phil Fulmer. Obviously, fuck Butch Jones is eternal ever since he got fired and then smoked cigars on Tennessee the next year like a petulant little child.
What about
Butch Jones? You don't deserve to ever work in football again. That's the softest ass, sorriest ass move I've ever seen in sports history. I thought KD was going to the Warriors was bad, and then I saw Butch Jones fucking get on his knees and crawl back to Nick Saban, ass prostrate in the air, hat in hand, and lick his fucking toes and beg for forgiveness before smoking cigars in the very bodies of the people that he promised to commit to work for. Fuck Butch Jones.
I mean, he was working for Alabama, and they won. Tennessee fired him. Alabama hired him. They won. Good for them.
No way, dude.
He smoked a cigar. What's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do? Go pout in the corner?
No, he's not supposed to go to Alabama like a little bitch.
They hired him.
Yeah, exactly. Say no.
Yeah, don't take a good job. Yeah, that makes an awful lot of sense.
Yeah, be a man at a certain point. Stand up for something. Don't take the Alabama job. Take any other analyst job. He could have gotten any other analyst job. But he chose to take the easy road, okay? Unlike my guy Bob motherfucking Frost, who is absolutely cheering for LSU this weekend.
Who's Bob Frost?
The poet. You know, I came to a fork in the woods and I took the path less traveled, okay? Butch Jones said, look at that wide, easy highway. I'm going to go down there.
Yeah, why would I want to go work at the preeminent program for the best coach in history, making good money and learning and observing how to build a great championship program so when I get another chance, I wouldn't want to do that?
What's Butch Jones doing now?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
He's a coach somewhere.
So you're saying
again.
he made the right choice?
Yeah.
That Alabama job didn't do shit for him except for expose him for the bitch that he is.
And he got another head coaching job. He's a head coach again. He's at, like, Tulsa or some shit.
Tight. Great.
Oh, would
Congratulations. You're the equivalent of a recovering drug addict that made it out of the Nick Saban halfway house.
Arkansas State.
Hey, how about you win something, Butch Jones?
He did win before he went to Tennessee, and he lost. And then he went and rehabbed his image.
Fuck Alvin Kamara. That's how serious I am.
Oh,
fuck
Tennessee.
Alvin Kamara now.
Kamara's a double doozy because he was a Bama then a Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he
fucking
hit him
double
both,
trader
so.
2-time.
Let's see, who else? This is a fun game. Who else are you going to fuck? Are you going to fuck Al Wilson?
Who?
Oh, man, Al Wilson was a great linebacker on the Tennessee 98 National Championship team. Wore number 27.
But fuck Rod Mayo.
I think they retired his number.
Fuck, quarterback 07 SEC championship. I just had him on snaps not too long ago.
Eric Ainge.
Fuck Eric Ainge. Fuck you, Eric Ainge. You're a bitch, too. Tennessee's about to get their ass kicked this weekend. Get me on your radio show, and I'll tell you so to your face.
What about no. What about Candace Parker?
Yeah, fuck Candace Parker. That's easy. If I'm saying fuck Pat Summitt, I'm absolutely saying fuck Candace Parker.
Okay. Wow. I didn't see all this rage coming. Is this the most intense you've ever been about a baseball series ever?
It's tough. Probably pre-series.
What the fuck was that?
I've been getting a little sick all day. I kind of feel like a little bit.
Man, get away from me.
Probably pre-series. Yes. For some reason, I have like a life's core memory of watching those random Oregon regional games a few years ago, and I think it's because I had a baby at the time, and I remember I was sitting at my computer and I was like like trying not to yell but yell, and I was like, it was like 1 a.m. I felt like I was losing my mind. So that was probably watching live. And then I actually remember watching the Natty in college. That was a lot of fun. Watching Chad Jones and the fellas beat Texas again. Fuck Arch Manning. Fuck Eric Berry too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You remember when they did the
07 number one player in Georgia? Fuck him.
Remember the Eric Berry song? Eric Berry.
Fuck that asshole. My wife's
that?
name was Caitlin Berry. It was the Caitlin Berry song, bitch. Get it right.
No.
Caitlin Berry.
No, it was Eric Berry.
Hey, Eric Berry, congrats on overcoming Hodgkin's lymphoma, but fuck you. Seriously, was pretty awesome how you did that, man.
That was
and
pretty awesome.
It inspires me when I look at the Foster Moreau situation.
Yeah. Mora.
But fuck you for this weekend, dude.
Mora?
Why are you so morose? It's time to get fucking hyped up, dude. What are you talking about over here with all this sad bullshit?
I'm just trying to set you up to keep fucking people.
I think, fuck Robert Meacham. Good call, Jeremy Jones.
Definitely.
The tightest, Robert Meacham did do that one thing when he re-stripped the fumble against Washington. That was tight.
Don't care.
That was tight.
I hate Robert Meacham.
But fuck Robert Meacham.
And I think he's in jail now.
Well, what?
Robert Meacham definitely got arrested for doing some, like, sexual shit.
Oh, okay, so it's like a real fuck Robert Meacham like that. That's okay. That's a thing. You just said that. I mean, that's a thing to put out there.
Robert Meacham jailed. Here it is. Unpaid child support, alimony. There was something else. It wasn't just that. I'm telling you, it was something else. It was something else. Anyway,
well,
unpaid child support and alimony is one. So fuck you for that for sure.
Yeah,
but also
for
being a miserable former first-round pick who didn't even play his entire rookie year.
He stripped that one ball, which was tight. But that was
whatever. He went to Tennessee.
What's up, Nathan Wedlin? You know who I don't fuck?
What up,
but
Nate?
I fuck with? You and all of the UK. Shout out to my UK brethren. He says, what up, my guys? England's weather sucks today. I feel you. We've actually had a beautiful day here in the capital city.
Okay.
One random rainstorm, but like awesome besides that.
So you know what? All right, so legit, after all of the fucking of Tennessee, I am really interested to see what Jay does this weekend with the lineup. Like if he keeps Beloso in the lineup. I'm assuming he's still going to stay heavily left-handed. So especially when you're going to see Dolander, who's a righty, Burns, who's a righty, Beam, who's a righty. I'm like, I don't think you see Kling, and probably not Jones either, right? I mean, wouldn't you load up lefties and keep Jobert and Beloso in the lineup?
You would know. You would know better than I do. I know that Beloso, every time he's gotten an opportunity this year, has kicked ass. But I don't know baseball well enough to.
So last week,
make the call between him and
Game
Bear.
two, Arkansas started the righty, and so they started Beloso, and he was like 3 for 4. And so game 3, Beloso started again. He was like, whatever. Beloso's hitting like 538. Every time he's got an opportunity, all he's done is hit.
That's what I'm saying.
And he's hit to all fields.
That, yeah.
So you could, so I'm assuming they're going to want to put Pearson back in the lineup. So if your outfielders are Pearson, Morgan, then your first baseman, or then you DH Jobert. That's like you probably go Pearson and Morgan in the outfield. Pearson and Morgan in your outfield. No. Yeah, and then you got to put Beloso at first, and you DH Jobert to get the left-handed bats in the lineup. And so Jones goes to the bench, unless if you just want his right-handed bat in the lineup against the righties. But man, I kind of want Beloso in there. Veteran guy who's been through these wars before. He's hitting the shit out of the ball, and he's a lefty.
There would be nothing better than Beloso after everything he's been through, coming up with a big moment in this Tennessee series to be celebrated. That would be awesome to see.
So anyway, I'm just curious what Jay does. I mean, look, he obviously knows his team way better than I do. I'm not sitting here trying to tell him what he should do, but there's a real legitimate argument to be made to have Beloso and Jobert in the lineup, to have extra lefties in the lineup against right-handed dominant pitching, or all right-handed starters from Tennessee. And if you get to a situation where if they do grab lefties out of the pen, then you could always pinch hit Kling and get him in the lineup.
Couldn't you just get Jones in the lineup too, or no?
You could if you wanted to DH him. But I don't know, it'd be interesting. But that gives you right-handed options if you want a right-handed DH to go against a lefty.
Does Thatcher Hurd still say is your game 3 starter?
So that's a good question. I'm still keeping Thatcher. By the way, LSU has announced Hurd is pitching game 3.
Okay, he announced it today at 11:45.
The pitching matchups have been announced. So Hurd is the game 3 guy, which I'm fine with. I know that's been a big question, but the thing is, Sand's a better option, a more definitive option. I'm not changing that for the sake of changing it, because I know Thatcher Hurd, first of all, has elite stuff and has been a great starting pitcher and has been a good starting pitcher this year, he was against Texas and on the road in a tough spot. The thing
he was really good. Yeah. That's right. I forget about the Texas game. You're right.
The thing with Hurd is he's got those strikes. You can't walk people. I mean, when you walk 5 guys in 2 innings, your pitch counts are getting elevated. Now you're pitching in leverage spots with guys on base. You're pitching out of the stretch instead of the windup. He's just got to put the ball over the plate. The stuff's plenty good. He's got to throw strikes. So I know that's way oversimplifying it, but I'm not worried about Thatcher Hurd because I know what he is. If there was a situation where, for example, if Chase Shores had been your midweek guy all year and he had shoved for 5 straight weeks, and you're like, all right, well, let's see what the kid's got. That's one thing, but Shore started the season in the rotation, and they moved to the midweek, and now they really like him in the bullpen, as your middle relief guy. So I'm not moving Thatcher unless if things like fall apart. Like, to have that amount of talent as your number 3 guy is such a fucking luxury. I mean, it would really have to unravel for Thatcher Hurd for me to move him out of that spot.
Who is Garrett Edwards? Feels like the top line. Oh shit, we need to stabilize, or we need some zeros hung on the board. But who is, oh shit, we need 3 outs?
That's the bigger.
Is that Chase Shores? It's a hell of a thing for put him in.
It depends where you are in the game. Are you talking about like in a save situation?
No, I'm talking a save situation. We need 3 fucking outs.
So I don't trust Christian Little there anymore.
I know.
If you can't, well, let me say this. I might be more inclined to trust Christian Little there if he was starting the inning. I think what we've seen with Christian Little is when he comes into an inning with runners on base and is pitching out of the stretch, he's not as effective. If he can go, look at, it's why I think it was important for them to start him yesterday against Grambling, because just think about it. Like, he got to go and nobody on base and pitch out of the windup.
Yeah.
And he was effective. He struck out 4 in 2 innings. He did give up a hit to the leadoff guy, but he had him down to 2 strikes. He just missed his spot. He wasn't super sharp. It wasn't his best outing, but he overpowered lesser hitters from Grambling, and I'm good. I'm good with it. So maybe let's say you're leading 4-2, and you're going into the 9th. The top of the 9th. I'm okay if you want to bring Little in that spot. That's okay. But I have someone else ready. And what's interesting is in Game 3.
Wait. Sorry. Repeat the last line you said. Sorry, I got a little distracted looking something up.
Tigers are up 4-2 going into the